Have you ever wondered how rapidly our forests are disappearing and what we can possibly do to reverse it? Imagine the Earth as a giant lung. Each day, our global lung loses a piece of itself, equivalent to about 40 football fields every minute. This is due to deforestation, a crisis that affects not only the air we breathe, but also the rich biodiversity that thrives within these forests. As we continue to lose these vital ecosystems, the clock is ticking on the health of our planet and its diverse inhabitants. The impacts of deforestation are far-reaching, contributing to climate change, species extinction, and the disruption of indigenous communities. It's clear that the need for effective reforestation methods is not merely important, it's urgent. But what if there was a method that could not only restore our forests rapidly but also enhance their biodiversity? Enter the Miyawaki method, a technique of afforestation developed by the Japanese botanist Akira Miyawaki. In the mid-20th century, Miyawaki found himself deeply concerned with the dwindling forests in Japan. Inspired by the untouched native forests he discovered on his travels, he began experimenting with ways to recreate these lush, dense landscapes. The Miyawaki method is underpinned by two key principles: biodiversity and native species. Miyawaki believed that the secret to a thriving forest lies in its diversity. Different species, each playing a unique role, weave together to create a resilient ecosystem. The second principle, native species, is drawn from the observation that indigenous plants are better adapted to local conditions, hence more likely to thrive. The method involves planting a variety of native tree species in a small area, which accelerates growth and enhances biodiversity. This method, born out of necessity and nurtured by science, holds the potential to revolutionize our approach to reforestation. Now you may be wondering, how does the Miyawaki method work? Well, let's delve right into it. This innovative technique starts with the selection of local tree species, which are better adapted to the area's climate and soil conditions. Not just one, but dozens of different types are chosen to promote biodiversity. Next comes the planting process. Instead of scattering seeds randomly, seedlings are planted in close proximity to each other. This dense planting not only encourages competition for sunlight, leading to faster growth, but also creates a microclimate that helps the young trees thrive. But the magic doesn't stop there. The Miyawaki method also includes the addition of organic matter to enrich the soil and enhance the survival rate of the seedlings. This combination of factors results in a forest that grows at an astonishing pace. Through this method, we can see the growth of a 100-year-old forest in just a decade. Now, isn't that something to marvel at? But how can this method be applied, and how can we all contribute to this forest revolution? You may be wondering. Well, the Miyawaki method is practical and accessible for everyone, from individual gardeners to community groups and governments. It starts with understanding your local ecosystem and selecting native species that thrive in your area. As an individual, you can plant a mini Miyawaki forest in your backyard. Community groups can transform unused spaces into vibrant green areas. Moreover, governments can support these initiatives by providing resources and creating policies that encourage afforestation. Furthermore, businesses can incorporate the Miyawaki method into their corporate social responsibility strategies. Education institutions can use it as a learning tool to teach students about biodiversity and the importance of native species. We all have a role to play in this forest revolution. It's about taking action no matter how small. The time to act is now. Support or implement the Miyawaki method and play your part in restoring our planet's green cover.